If your puppy treats your hands like a chew toy, trust us, you're not alone. Those tiny teeth may look cute, but wow, they hurt. And let us guess, you've tried everything. Saying no, giving them toys, maybe even yelping like a puppy yourself. But no matter what you do, the biting just won't stop. Sound familiar? Welcome back to Doggy Pedia. Today we are going to break down the biggest mistakes people make when dealing with puppy biting, and more importantly, how to fix them. Plus, we'll share a few pro tips to help your pup learn faster. So, if you're ready to turn your little land shark into a well-behaved pup, let's dive in. 1. Playing too rough without even realizing it. One of the biggest mistakes people make, actually encouraging biting without even realizing it. Think about it. Do you wrestle with your puppy using your hands? Let them chase your fingers? Playfully push them away when they nip? All of that teaches them that hands equal toys. And here's the problem. Puppies naturally bite when they play. So if they think biting us is part of the game, guess what? They'll keep doing it again and again. So what's the right way to play? Instead of using our hands, grab a long tug toy or a rope toy. This keeps their teeth away from our skin while still letting them play. Keep play sessions short and structured so they don't get overstimulated. And here's a simple but powerful trick. If a puppy bites our hand, immediately stop playing and ignore them for a few seconds. Puppies hate losing attention, so they'll quickly learn that biting means the fun stops. 2. Reacting the wrong way. Now, if we've ever yelped when a puppy bit too hard or jerked our hand away, we're not alone. A lot of people do it instinctively. But here's the thing. Those reactions actually make the biting worse. See, when we yelp loudly, some puppies get even more excited. They think we're playing and might start nipping even harder. And if we pull our hand away too fast, that triggers their chase instincts. Instead of stopping, they'll lunge for our hand again. So what should we do instead? Stay calm and remove our hand slowly. No sudden movements. Then redirect their attention to a toy. But don't just hand them a toy, make it exciting. Wiggle it around like it's alive so they want to bite that instead. If they keep biting, stand up and walk away for 30 seconds. No eye contact, no talking, just completely ignore them. That way they learn that biting doesn't get a fun reaction. It makes the fun disappear. 3. Ignoring their teething needs. Here's something a lot of people forget. Puppy biting isn't just about play. Sometimes they're biting because they're teething. Just like human babies, puppies go through a phase where their gums hurt. And when that happens, they'll chew on anything for relief, including our hands, furniture, or even shoes. So if a pup doesn't have good chew toys, they'll find their own. And that usually means something we don't want them chewing on. The fix? Give them a variety of chew toys with different textures. Rubber bones, rope toys, even frozen washcloths work great. And for extra relief, try freezing a wet carrot or stuffing a Kong with peanut butter and freezing it. The cold will help soothe their gums. And if a pup still prefers biting fingers over toys, try rubbing a little chicken broth on the chew toy. That way the toy smells way tastier than hand. 4. Letting your puppy bite clothes. Now this one might seem harmless, but it can actually turn into a big problem. Some puppies love latching onto pant legs, sleeves, or shoelaces. And at first, it might look kinda cute. But if they learn that pulling on clothes is a fun game, it can become an issue as they get bigger. See, moving clothes triggers a puppy's chase instinct. If they see a pant leg swinging as we walk, they can't resist the urge to grab it. So how do we stop this habit? Freeze like a statue. If a puppy bites clothes, don't move. No movement equals no fun. The moment they let go, praise them and give them something better to bite, like a toy. And if they keep going for pants, calmly walk away. No eye contact, no talking, just disengage. They'll quickly realize that biting clothes doesn't lead to fun. It makes everything boring. 5. Giving attention at the wrong time. Now this one is sneaky. A lot of people actually reward biting without even realizing it. Think about it. When a puppy nips, do we push them away? Laugh? Say no loudly? Even if it's negative attention, the puppy still sees it as a reaction. and for some pups, any reaction is a win. So instead of giving attention for biting, do the opposite. Ignore it completely. Cross our arms, look away, or stand up and leave the room. No talking, no touching, no eye contact. Then, when the puppy is calm, that's when we give them attention. If they're resting quietly, reward them with a treat. That way they learn that calm behavior equals getting what they want, while biting equals nothing happens. 6. Not enough exercise and mental stimulation. A tired puppy is a good puppy. If a pup seems to be biting all the time, chances are they have way too much energy and nowhere to put it. A lot of biting problems come from excess energy, especially in high-energy breeds. If a puppy isn't getting enough exercise or mental stimulation, they'll find their own way to entertain themselves, and that usually means nipping us. So how do we fix this? Start with short training sessions. Even just 5 to 10 minutes of obedience training can mentally tire them out. Play structured games like tug of war or find the treat to keep their brain engaged. And let's not forget about puzzle toys. Food dispensing toys are a game changer for keeping a puppy busy. If they're working on getting kibble out of a Kong or a puzzle feeder, they won't have time or the desire to bite. And here's a tip. Before bedtime, take them on a slow, sniffy walk. Sniffing is mentally exhausting for dogs, and it helps them wind down for the night. A well-exercised puppy is far less likely to turn into a bitey maniac. 7. Thinking they'll just grow out of it. A lot of dog owners assume their puppy will just stop biting on their own as they get older. But here's the truth. If we don't teach them, they won't learn. Puppies don't just magically grow out of biting. In fact, if they don't learn proper bite control early on, it can turn into a serious problem when they get bigger. A playful bite from a 10-week-old puppy might not hurt much, but what happens when they're 40 pounds and still think it's okay to mouth our hands? That's why bite inhibition training is so important. Start teaching them early that hands are not for biting. If they bite too hard during play, yelp lightly and stop the game. This mimics how their litter mates teach each other to be gentle. Set clear rules. No biting hands, clothes, or furniture ever. Be consistent and don't let them get away with bad habits just because they're small. A little patience now will make a huge difference in the long run. 8. Overstimulating the puppy. Have we ever noticed that sometimes the more we play with a puppy, the wilder they get? That's because puppies can easily get overstimulated, and when that happens, they lose control. Fast movements, rough play, or loud noises can send some puppies into hyperdrive, and when they're in that state, they start biting even more. So what's the fix? Keep play sessions short and controlled. If a puppy starts getting too excited, take a break and give them a few minutes to settle down. Another great trick is to teach a settle command. Reward them when they lie down calmly on a mat or in their crate. And before bedtime, avoid rough play. Instead, switch to gentle activities like a licking mat or a frozen Kong to help them relax. When a puppy learns how to calm themselves down, they'll have way better impulse control and way less biting. 9. Not using a leash indoors. A leash isn't just for walks, it's actually an amazing training tool inside the house. Puppies often nip the most when they're excited or playing rough, and having a house leash gives us instant control. Without a leash, we're constantly chasing them around when they start biting or stealing things. But with a leash, we can calmly redirect them before they get too wound up. Here's how to use it. Clip a light leash to their harness indoors. If they start nipping, we can step on the leash gently and guide them away, instead of playing a game of catch me if you can. 10. Overlooking rest and sleep needs. Did we know puppies need 16 to 20 hours of sleep every day? That's a lot of sleep. And believe it or not, a tired puppy isn't always a calm puppy. Sometimes they get overtired, which makes them more bitey. Think of an overtired puppy like a cranky toddler. When they don't get enough rest, they become moody, hyper, and bitey. A lot of people mistake overtired biting for playfulness, when in reality the puppy just needs a nap. The fix? Create a nap routine. Give them regular quiet times throughout the day, and use a crate or playpen to create a calm, cozy space to rest. And if a puppy gets extra bitey in the evenings, try moving bedtime earlier. A lot of puppies get what's called the witching hour, where they go crazy right before they need to sleep. Instead of letting them spiral into chaos, help them wind down with a frozen chew toy or a gentle cuddle session. A well-rested puppy is a lot less likely to turn into a tiny land shark. Now we know exactly what not to do when dealing with puppy biting. Remember, training takes time, but with patience, consistency, and the right techniques, our puppies will learn that hands are for petting, not for biting. If this video helped, don't forget to like and subscribe for more puppy training videos. And if anyone is struggling with another puppy problem, drop a comment below. We'd love to help. Until next time, happy training.